Okay, so you're going to create kind of a side part in the hair. I always say I know where to part Alethea's hair because her hairline naturally recedes right there, but you can create the part wherever you need to. Once you've done that, create a section on the shorter side of the side part that goes down a little behind the ear. Now you're going to go ahead and tie the rest of the hair out of the way, leaving that side out. So you're going to start creating small sections and tying them off with an elastic, but you're going to join all the sections together. So you're going to add section 1 to section 2 and tie them together. Section 2 and 3 will be joined and tied together, and so on until there's no more parts left. So now we're going to move on to braiding the other side. So you're going to use the section you made on the other side where the elastics are as a reference for how thick you need this part to be, but make sure the section goes a little behind the ear on this side as well. Tie the rest of the hair out the way. Now you're going to braid that section all the way down. Now for the bun, all you need to do is gather all the hair, including the hair from the braid and the elastic sections, and tie them all together with a hair tie. This is what it should look like. Hello everyone! I will be showing you how to do this super simple wash and go style today. It's quick, cute, and a great way to keep hair out of your face. So I'm going to start by detangling Alethea's hair. I'm using our As I Am Long & Luxe leave-in conditioner today. So I'm going to take some in my hands, rake it through her hair, and I'm going to use a comb to detangle. Now to create the section we will be braiding, I'm going to make a side part in her hair, and you can make this section as thick as you want, but you're going to bring it across the head to a little behind the ear on the opposite side of the side part you made. Now tie off or clip back the rest of the hair, and you're going to braid that front section across the head. Once you have your braid, go ahead and let down the rest of the hair. You are going to section about the top third of the hair that is down at the back. It doesn't have to be a super perfect part here. Now join the braid into the section you just parted and tie it off with an elastic. This is it. It is super cute and super easy to do. So the first thing I do is take her hair out of the ponytail so that we can see what we're working with today. As you can see, it is dry and super tangled, so we need to fix both those things. So I'm going to go ahead and section off her hair, tie it up at the top, and use some water and fully saturate her hair with water so that I can use the other products. Next, I'm going to take some oil and I just spray it right on her roots and on her scalp, just because she has been dealing with some dry scalp recently, so I'm hoping that doing this more regularly will help. Now taking our absolute favorite leave-in conditioner, it is the Curly Kids Curly Cream leave-in conditioner. I'm just going to work that all the way through her hair and then start to detangle. Next, taking the Curly Kids Curly Gel Curl Moisturizer, I'm going to go ahead and apply that all the way through her hair. I'm going to rake it through at first with my fingers, and then using praying hands, so basically like smoothing it between my hands. You'll see in a minute what I mean by that, just to make sure it is fully saturated in her hair. And then I'm going to go ahead and scrunch it. So the first hairstyle we are going to do is just a simple half up, half down with some pigtails. So you're going to start off by splitting the hair in half, but only at the top of the head. Don't go all the way down to the base. Once you have it split down the middle, you're going to go ahead and section off one side at a time. I'm taking from right in front of her ear and joining that part to the middle line that we just created. And I'm going to go ahead and tie that off and do the same on the other side. Now, as you can see here, the one side got messed up because the part wasn't super clean, so I tried to fix it and it made the side that I just did look crazy. I promise it looks better in the end because I fixed it, but yeah. So this is the finished look. This is look number 1. Super easy, super cute, and especially when it dries because her curls, like, they pop. So cute. So my idea for this video was to make it so all these hairstyles can go from one to another, like just kind of flow through them all. So all I'm doing here is taking out those pigtails that I just did, and we're gonna move into creating look number 2. So the first thing I do is take that middle part that we created at first, and I'm gonna take it all the way down to the base of her neck. So I'm just splitting all of her hair in half. To comb all the hair up into little pigtails and tie them on. This hairstyle is probably the most simple of them all because it's just pigtails, but it's super cute. I love it so much. The next hairstyle, you're gonna leave the hair exactly how it is, and you're just gonna braid both pigtails. Keep an eye out for the next video because I'm gonna start a new series on this channel, and it's gonna be showing how to do everything. So how to braid, how to do twists, how to get clean parts, all that kind of stuff. This is look number 3, pigtails that are braided. So I guess braided pigtails. So moving on to look number 4, again, just flowing through them all using, the same things that we've already done. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and turn those pigtails into buns. So I'm just twisting the hair, and then I'm gonna basically just wrap it around the base where we tied off the ponytail, and then use another small elastic hair tie to keep it in place. Which the one on the right here kind of looks a little bit crazy. I don't know what happened there, but I tried. So this is look number 4, just some super cute space buns. Alright, moving on to look number 5. This is probably the hardest of all of them just because there's a lot more work put into it. So you're going to go ahead and take one side down at a time and start sectioning off small sections at the back of the kid's head or your head or whoever's head you're using to do this on, I guess. The first one I do is about maybe mid-ear, and as you can see, I went from about mid-ear to the middle part, and I'm going to go ahead and use a small elastic hair tie to tie that part off. The next part I'm going to make is roughly in the middle of the back of her head, and I'm going to go all the way to the front with it, obviously. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take that part that I just made and the bottom section that I already parted off, and I'm going to combine them and tie them into one. Now I'm going to go ahead and make the third part and do the exact same thing. The last thing you're going to do is take the rest of the hair and combine all of them into one ponytail and then turn that into a bun. Alright, so this is look number 5. This is the style that we are going to be doing today. Like I said, Super cute, and I actually show you two different versions of the same style. One with hair left out and one with it braided. So let's jump on in. The first thing I did was detangle my daughter's hair. So I'm just gonna go ahead and section it off. Then taking our Curly Kids Curly Cream leave-in conditioner, I'm going to rake that through her hair and then detangle with our comb. So once all the hair is detangled, you are going to go ahead and split the hair in half, but not straight down the middle. You are going to create kind of a side part. Now my daughter's hair kind of naturally recedes at a certain point, and I always know where to create a side part because of that. But you can create as deep a side part as you want. It is completely up to you. But you're going to go ahead and curve that side part and then split the hair straight down the middle and combine both of the parts. So once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and tie off or clip off, however you want to do it to get the hair out of the way, half of the hair so that we can just focus on one half at a time. And you're going to go ahead and braid each half of the head or each section. Now you're braiding the entire section, so do not leave any hair out at all. If you do not know how to braid, or you feel like you need kind of a refresher lesson on how to, I do have a video up on our channel talking all about how you braid. I will link that down in the description. Like I said, you are braiding the entire section of hair. Do not leave any out at all. And once you get to the bottom, braid a little ways down, but you don't have to braid all the way down to the end. But then go ahead and tie it off so that it stays braided. And go ahead and braid the other side of the head as well. Now once you have both sides of the head braided, go ahead and combine both of them. So you're going to tie both the braids together with a small elastic or a big elastic, whichever you want to use, and then undo the braids that are right at the end. Now this part is optional, but I chose to go in with our Curly Kids Curly Gel Curl Moisturizer, and I'm gonna go ahead and rake that through her hair, right where the hair is left out, and then scrunch it. And the end look should look something like this.